everybody, Charles for HumbleMechanic.com, here today to review the Coast HL7 Focusing Headlamp. You know, it's funny, headlamps are one of those things that they're such a great idea, but for some reason I never just got one. Probably because I would look way too cool in them. So the folks at Coast reached out to me and asked me if I'd be willing to do a review on some of their lights. I told them absolutely I would, but they needed to know that I'm really tough on reviewing things, especially on things like lights. As you guys know, flashlight is such an important to a technician's job. It's one of my most used tools. It's one of my top 5 favorite tools on the video that I did. So it's really important part of my job, and I beat the hell out of them. So I'm like, yeah, I want to, but just know that I'm going to be pretty tough on you guys. So they sent me a few things, and you guys suggested that I review this headlight first. So here we go. All right, let's get the specs out of the way real quick. On the highest setting, this is a 214 lumen headlamp with a runtime of about 3 hours 45 minutes. Since it's adjustable, you can roll that light down to 5 lumens and you'll get about 80 hours of use time. And as always, your times may vary. So the features, obviously the band is adjustable for people with tiny heads and giant heads and most everybody in between. I fall somewhere in the middle, I think. Like I mentioned, it's dimmable. The light is also focusable as well as adjustable. You can have it facing straight forward or down. It's a super bright light. This does it no justice, really. And I might have had it dimmed. There we go. It's a super bright light. It runs on 3 AA batteries, which are included in the box. It also comes with this kind of cool little neoprene pouch. You throw the light in it, toss it in your toolbox, or it's got a belt clip on it. I don't know if I'd be wearing it on my belt, but it's there for the folks that want to use it that way. It even came with some hard hat clips, which I actually had to read the instructions to figure out what they were. So that's really neat that you can clip it right onto a hard hat. That's not something I'm ever probably going to do with it, but it's cool that you have that option. I can tell you though that I think something like this might be kind of awkward to wear, especially for long periods of time, as well as when it's really hot outside. It is pretty cushioned on both the back pad and the forehead pad, but imagine wearing this for 3 hours in 95-degree temperatures. It would probably get a little bit taxing. I'm gonna actually put this on for the rest of the show. Now, I did a bit of testing on it over on the cabbie where I had my studio lights set up and put the headlamp on, shut the studio lights down, so you really get a feel for how bright this light is. All right, I got the VR6 lit using my normal studio lights that I use over at the toolbox, and I'm gonna actually go dark with the studio lights and then turn on the Coast headlamp. Now, that's all the way as bright as it'll go. I'm about 2.5 feet away from the engine. I can kind of move my head around and you guys can see all around the engine bay. Now, one thing we wanna look at is that as we get really close, we start to get a reflection here off the intake manifold. I can actually turn the light down so that it's not quite so intense, and it'll actually allow me to see better even though there's less light. As I back up, roll the light back all the way up, now we got full power. We can look around, and it is great because wherever you're looking, the light's moving around. This is me about 3 feet back. You can see the entire engine bay is pretty well lit even there. And just for comparison, that's totally dark. So there you have it. This is a really cool light. I kind of wish I would have bought one earlier. I will definitely be taking this to the shop and using it at work. Out of all the stuff I review, I don't take everything to work and use it there, but this is one that I'm definitely going to use. I'll probably keep it in the neoprene case in my toolbox. It comes in at about 35 bucks right now on Amazon. For 35 bucks, I think this is a great light to have around. As a technician, it's nice to have light directly where you're looking and not have to hold a flashlight or hang a drop light or anything like that. So I think this is a really good buy at 35 bucks. I also think it has a ton of other uses outside of the automotive industry. Throw one in your car so that if you get a flat tire, you can change the tire without having to hold a flashlight or worry about it rolling away. I think my wife wants to test drive it, check it out in the crawl space. So you have both your hands free to whack spiders away. So I'll put a link to this in the show notes on Amazon. I think you guys should check it out. I really dig it. It's got a lot of cool features. The adjustable focusing beam is neat. I like, that you can sit and have it pointed down and have the area that you're working on illuminated without just leaning your head down like that. So that's pretty cool. Or if you have a beard, apparently it'll illuminate your beard, which is neat. So there you have it, guys. This is the Coast HL7 Focusing Headlamp. 35 bucks, I think it's a good buy. Check it out. If you have any questions or comments, post it in the comments section below. Hey, if you liked the video, throw it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe on YouTube or on the blog at humblemechanic.com. You can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the blog, humblemechanic.com, and obviously on YouTube. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. I gotta put my hat on for the end of the show just to make it official. All right, guys.